Hi guys! You may have been directed over here because of my chicken in the crock pot episode that I just posted, but I just want to show you how to make an easy gravy from either stock, broth, whatever. You know, gravy is really simple. Butter, flour, and liquid. You know, usually the liquid is a combination of stock or broth that you use, whether it be chicken, ham, beef, whatever, seafood, I guess, if you really wanted to make that, whatever. I just wanted to say that the chicken is about done here. I'm just gonna lift the lid. With crock pots, you really don't want to lift this. Ideally, it should be, once it's done, you turn it off and you let it sit for like 10-15 minutes. Lift the lid, let it rest on a plate or something, cover it up. And that's it, because the moisture's in here. You can see how it's very wet inside. But I'm gonna just see and make sure that it's done. The broth looks really good. I'll show you that in a second, because we're gonna have to drain this out. But I just wanted you to see the chicken. I have a bowl set up with a sieve, and we're gonna just drain that real quick. If you really want, you know, you can put a little bit of more water in with the crock pot, just so that you can make a little bit more broth and so that it doesn't get dry. But at least you have good flavor to work with to make this gravy, because it's going to be really good chicken stock flavor, because I didn't add anything else to it. So this right here, that's chicken flavor, and it's dark, you know, that's good stock right there. So this is going to make really good gravy. This is it. This is good stuff. So what we're going to do is use a stick of butter, because we're going to make a roux, which is just a fancy way of saying that we're going to mix some stuff together so we can get some thick gravy. American cuisine at its finest. Home cooking. So I got the pan heated up already, so I can start melting the butter. Not a big deal if you brown it a little bit. Once it's melted, we're gonna add some flour until the roux gets tasty. It's really what you're looking for. And then you can start adding liquid to it until it gets to your desired consistency. And that's basically gravy right there. Easy way, no lumps or bumps. Alright, so basically I added a 1/3 cup of flour for 1 stick of butter just to start. And I'm just going to let this cook down a little bit and see how thick it gets. Sometimes, depending on how much liquid you have, like this here, let me see, it's about 8 ounces. And that's not really a lot for the amount of butter we used, but hey, like I said in my other video, butter makes everything better, so I'm not mad about that. But we at least want something thicker. We can see here that this is definitely thicker. It's not as thick as probably a professional would say that it would need to be to make a roux, but if you see here how I'm doing this and then it's sticking to the spoon, and it just wipes off like that, you know, that's definitely a thick roux. So if we just let that go, I'm thinking that, you know, with the amount of liquid that I have, that's going to make a decent consistency for my gravy. So we're going to just go for it. Okay, I just turned my burner off, guys, because I don't want this to really boil too much. And I can see that my gravy is kind of separating a little bit just because of the roux mixture. So I'm just going to try to add the rest of this liquid so that this breaks down and creates a nice gravy. That's the thing with gravy. For me anyway, it's really like a science. I just do what I need to do until it gets right. Been doing it for so long. So if anything, you know, if you want to do something different than what I did, because really usually I get more liquid out of my chicken, which once that's done, there's going to definitely be more liquid to add to this. So it's a little thick now, but you know, if you know that you're going to have a little bit more stock to add, you know, that's not a bad thing. It's really, honestly, I think it's easier to have too thick of a gravy and then try to thin it out with some milk and butter and stuff like that versus having too thin of a gravy, because that's when you might need to add a flour mixture to your liquid and it could get lumpy. So, and we want to avoid that, because then you got the extra step of draining that and getting those lumps out or serving it like that, which that's kind of not what we're going for here, guys. So we're going to just let this go and go from there. It's really that easy. So basically, if I show you guys what we have, that's that. That's the gravy. Right now it's probably really bland because, again, I only had the chicken flavor and then it's like milk and butter and stuff. So if you don't want something, you know, if anything, taste it. Does it need salt? Do you want to put a little garlic in it? You know, this is going to be where your flavor basically comes from the chicken. Because, again, I didn't put anything on that so that it would be more versatile. Hi, if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to do the little belly thing next to the subscribe so that you can get notified when I post videos like this, and also I plan on doing other videos. Look forward to a fall sign video. Again, just looking to bring you some tips, tricks, in regards to food, life, DIY, everything. You know, just want to spread the joy here, and this is just me, so anything I can do to help. Thanks, guys!